Hey, how's it going? It's Ollie here. So in this video, I'm going to give you a real world case study of a test batch that was launched by one of my clients, so you can see the actual process that goes into launching a product on Amazon. Okay, so there's 4 different stages for launching a product, and I'm going to show you some real world examples of clients who've been at every stage. And this will really paint a picture of really how you launch products and make profit. Because anybody can launch a product on Amazon and actually get some sales. To be honest, that bit isn't too difficult. With Amazon's tools, with the amount of customers on the platform, with all the advertising and everything else, you can make sales. But to make profit, now that's a different matter. You have to be careful and you have to have the right strategy. So this video will walk you through how to do things properly. So we're going to start with phase 1, and phase 1 of launching any product is doing a test batch. Okay, I want to do a test batch. So assuming you found a niche that is hot, that has high demand, low competition, and all those things, you don't want to dive in and spend £5,000 on stock and pray that it's going to sell, because you might find that there's something wrong with your product research. You might find that the data was actually different to what the niche was like in real life. You might find out that the customers just don't like your design for some reason, and it's just a big risk. So rather than spending 5k on stock, let's spend a few £100, get 50 units and actually see some sales. So I'm going to show you some examples of this in action. So if we just go to my Platinum Coaching Slack group, this is where all my clients hang out. I'm just going to show you a few examples of people who've done their test batches. So starting with Richie. Richie says, hey all, I think I'm coming to the end of the test batch phase, selling mostly 2 or 3 units per day. One day I had a random spike of 12 units in one day. No idea why. Where do I go from here? 3 angles with 1 clear winner. What's the next step? So Richie has launched his test batch. He got 50 units shipped over from China, or maybe 60. I think he did 3 different angles, 20 units of each. And one of them's selling better than the other 2. And he wants to know what to do next. So he's doing really well so far. Right, Mush, same thing. First 2 days of the test batch, 2 sales. Have still kept the price the same for now. Okay, so he's doing well. Who else we got? Louis, sold 4 items from my bundle before turning on the advertising. So before he even turned on the ads, he's got 4 sales. Who else we got? Catherine, test batch selling really fast, so on and so on and so forth. I can show you loads of examples. In fact, we've got some photos here. This is James, his one, made £1,100 in a month with his test batch. Who else we got? Let's go back a little bit because I want to show you a photo just because it looks cool. Suja talking about her results. By the way, this is the wins section of the coaching program. As you can see, lots of people having good wins, which is what I like. Here we are, Jason's picture. This is Jason's test batch. This was actually back in 2020 when he sent his products in. And as you can see, his product was live on the 19th, so he sent it in on the 12th. His product went live on the 19th. And then breaking news, after 22 hours of being live with a starter PPC campaign, I have my first sale. So this is what we want from your test batch, okay? We want the number one thing, okay, is confidence. We want you to go, yes, this product is going to sell. And that feels so good because you know now if you send in more stock, that's going to sell too. You've got conclusive, real world proof your product's a winner. The other thing we want from the test batch is data. Okay, we want to know, okay, if you offer, say, 3 designs, I call them angles, maybe 3 designs in your test batch, you can see which design sells better. You can see, okay, what price is the test batch going to sell for? What price are customers going to pay? And that's going to come in really handy in the second stage of this process. You can figure out the volume, like how often is it going to sell? If you get multiple sales a day with your test batch, that's a very good sign customers really want to buy the product. And that's what we want from your test batch, right? Confidence and data. So what do you do when you've done this? What do you do when you've done your test batch and now you want to place a bigger order? Well, the first thing to do is hold on. We don't want to go and spend 5k on stock just because our test batch has done well. What we need to check first is the numbers. We want to make sure we have a plan, a solid plan on paper to make profit from our product before we launch it, okay? Because if you have a solid plan on paper, then there's a chance your plan might work in practice. If you don't have a solid plan on paper, there's no chance it's going to work in practice. So we need to get really clear on the numbers, and that means doing a detailed profit and loss analysis, projections to see what's going to happen before you launch the product. So I'm going to show you the profit and loss template that my clients use before they place their big order from China, and I get them to do this until it's ironclad and we're being conservative with the data to make sure there's profit before you launch. So one of my clients created this database. There's lots of P&L worksheets we use, but one of my clients created this database after listening to one of my podcasts, and now I use this all the time because they did a really good job and they're probably better at creating spreadsheets than me. However, by the way, there's loads of cool people in our community in Platinum, and this is just the power of being around other people who are great and growing their businesses. So anyway, what they did is they figured out the price points and the cost and the profit for ordering different quantities of stock. So let's say you speak to your supplier after doing the test batch, you're feeling really happy, you've got some sales, and you want to place a bigger order. Well, you could order 100 units, possibly, all right, and it will cost a certain amount per unit. You could order 300, you could order 500, maybe you could order 1,000. So it's good to look at how much everything will cost in each scenario, and then you can get a good profit and loss analysis for each one. So what we want to do is take the data we used in the test batch, right, we got from the test batch, and put this into the profit and loss spreadsheet. So for example, this product here in this test batch sold to real customers in the real world for £25.99. Okay, that's the price customers will pay for this product. Now, rather than just guessing, oh, we hope it will sell for £25.99, almost dropped my pen, but we know it will because of the test batch it sold for that. So now we can put this in our profit and loss. This is what we're going to charge. Then we can put in the cost per unit for the product, right? We've done it in dollars because most Chinese suppliers work in dollars, and then we've converted it to pounds. Okay, so we've got the cost of the order, okay, as in the amount of products, that's 2692. I think that's 500 times 538, right, roughly. Okay, so that's the cost of just the products. The cost of shipping is £621 for sea shipping. All right. Cost of insurance is £25 for the insurance on top of the shipping. So if anything goes wrong, you'll get your money back. And then there's duty, which is the tax that you pay on top of all of this, right? The shipping, product, and insurance. And then there's VAT, which you pay on top of the duty, the insurance, the shipping, and the product. Okay, this is how it works when you're importing from China, but luckily all the stuff's on the spreadsheet, so you don't have to think about it too much. And then you'll have a figure which is the total cost of landed goods, which is £4,406.66. Okay, so this 500 unit test batch is quite a lump sum of cash. This big order, not every big order is going to cost this much, right? But in this instance, it's a relatively expensive one, but they know it's going to make more money, so it's a good investment, right? The cost of haulage to Amazon is £150, right? So from the port into the Amazon warehouse. And that means the total cost per unit, or in other words, the cost of landed goods to get the stock from the supplier into the Amazon warehouse is £9.11 per unit. Okay, so now we know how much it's going to cost to get a product into the UK. All right. But there's obviously more expenses we need to think of. So, selling on Amazon fee for this product is £3.98. Now, the way we can figure that out is by going to FBA Calculator UK. Find the FBA calculator, type in the name of your product, aka spatula, and you can have a look on the FBA calculator and see. So let's say we sold it for £25.99. Obviously this is a different product, but I'm just giving you an example. Calculate. Well, this one is £19.66. There's a £2.33 Amazon fee, and there is a £3.98 total Amazon fee. The referral fee is £3.98. and the fulfillment by Amazon fee is $233. Okay, so they're the total costs. So the money you get back after fees is £19.66. So that means the fee is $398 plus $233. $398 plus $233. £6.31 for this product. But you'll know your Amazon fee because you can look at the test batch as well to see what you paid per unit. There's VAT on the fees, which is here. Advertising, which we usually aim for 10% of the price, usually £2 per sale is a good guess. Promotions, will sometimes give some products away for free or for a discount, so we can budget a little bit for each item there. Once you've done all this, you'll have your total additional cost of sale, right? As in everything other than the cost of landed goods. Add this together with the cost of landed goods and you'll get the total cost of sale, which means we project for every single item that sells for this product, we're going to make £5.42 in profit, which means we've got a 20.85% profit margin, which is very healthy for a private label product on Amazon. Now, depending on the product, depending on the niche, some products will make you 15-20%, some will make you 30%. I've got some clients who make 45% profit with every sale they make with their product. It does vary, but you have to look at the projected number of sales you'll make every month, right? How much other sellers are making, basically. See how much total profit you can make and just see, are you happy with that? And from that you can figure out, okay, well, how long is it going to take for me to make a return on investment? So, for example, we need to make 185 sales per month of this product to make £1,000 a month profit, right? And most sellers in this niche for this particular product were making like at least 10-20 sales a day. So that's really easy, right? It's not like, you're not going to have to be the #1 bestseller to do that. You could be like the 5th bestseller. And so if you spend, in this instance, $4,400 on stock, and then it starts making £1,000 a month quite easily, it's not going to take you very long to get that money back. Right? And remember, this is a product that could sell for years. So let's say we've done the numbers, you've used this spreadsheet, and now you know that yes, your product is possible to make profit. What do we do next? Well, by the way, if you want to grab this spreadsheet, click the link in the description and I'll send the link to your email, and then you can use this profit and loss spreadsheet when you're looking to place a big order as well. So once we've done that, we've done the numbers. Now we know the profit margin of the product. We know how many sales to make 1K per month profit, or maybe more, all right? And now we know the total expenses for the product. What do we do next? Well, now we have a plan on paper, we actually want to put it into action. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our order. So we're going to go to our supplier, we're going to say, yes, I want 500 units or whatever the amount is. We're going to talk to our freight forwarder and we're going to get them to contact the supplier and ship the products into Amazon, right? And in the meantime, we're also going to create our listing and get it really optimized, so when the stock hits the marketplace, it starts flying off the shelves, right? So really we want to make sure we've placed the order with the supplier, we've got the freight forwarder set up, and we've got that listing optimized. Okay, images looking good, bullets, title, description, get it all looking really, really, really good. So as soon as the product goes live, it starts selling. So then you're going to have a bit of wait time, okay, waiting for the products to be shipped in. And whilst you're doing that, you can plan stage 4, which is your launch. So the best thing to do when you launch your product now is to focus on sales volume. Okay, focus on sales volume. So really you want to be aiming for 5-10 sales a day. And if you consistently get 5 or 10 sales a day, what's going to happen is you're going to increase your product's organic ranking in the search results, and you're going to get to page 1 of the search results organically without any advertising. Then what you can do is reduce your advertising spend, and that's when you're going to start making serious profit, right? Because customers type in the name of your product, they see it on page 1, they click on your listing, you don't have to advertise anymore or as much because your product is already really easy to find for the customer. That is how you do a successful launch. So really what you want to do is do anything to get your product to page 1, sell it cheaper, get more units coming through, making it sell consistently every day, right? Spend loads on advertising. Don't worry too much about profit in the first few weeks. Just get as many sales as you possibly can. Another thing you want to do is get a ton of reviews, because then obviously when customers see the listing, they'll buy the product because they'll trust that it's really good quality. So these are the 4 stages of launching a product on Amazon, with some case studies of people who are just about to do this, people who've already done this, people who are making some sales, getting some results. And I wanted to just give you a really clear framework for how to do this and make profit, because if you don't get these numbers right, then really we're just guessing and praying and hoping that the business works out. So if you want to grab that profit and loss analysis spreadsheet, click the link in the description and you can grab that. I'll send it right to your email. If you want some help building your Amazon business and hitting your goals, there's a link in the description to book Amazon Accelerator call, where we can talk about your goals and together come up with a plan to help you get there. So click on the link, apply for the Amazon Accelerator call, and we'll catch up soon. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you get more videos like this, and we'll catch up soon.